As part of my low spend January, I am committed to staying out of the restaurants this month. I made this delicious potato chicken stew and I'm going to show you guys how to make it. Hi guys, and welcome to Holistic Life with Kristen. So tonight I am in a hurry and this is the first time I've ever done this, but I'm sure that it's going to be good. My husband is on his way home from work and he's expecting that I'm going to have dinner ready. And just between us, I don't have it ready yet. All right, so for tonight's dinner, I have some chicken breasts. I just took these out of the freezer this morning and they are thawed. I have two of them. And then I have some potatoes with some eyeballs on them, so I need to get those used up. So chicken and potatoes it is. And I just plain don't have the time or energy to figure out what kind of spices is going into this, so I've just decided to use Mexican spices. And just to make this a little bit of a heartier sauce, I'm going to use an onion. I want it to be spicy, jalapeno, onion and tomato to go into my sauce. So it's going to be onion and tomato to make a hearty sauce, jalapeno to make it spicy, Mexican spices. So unfortunately, the camera, for whatever reason, was not rolling. I guess it was a user error. But this is very simple. I just simply small diced the onion, jalapeno, and tomato. And then I added a little bit of olive oil and I browned up just basically put a nice caramelization on the onions and cooked the jalapenos along with the onion. And then I added in my chicken to give that a little bit of a sear. And then finally added in the tomato. And now I am just going to add in the Siete taco seasoning. And I do recommend using this particular brand because the other ones won't taste exactly the same. And this tastes really good with that. So yeah, I just mixed in my seasoning. I'm just giving this a good mix because my Instant Pot heat is pretty high and I don't want anything to burn or stick to the bottom. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add in my potatoes. And then I am going to give it another good mix. I just want to make sure that all of those seasonings and the chicken all get tossed really well with the potatoes to coat. And then once I get everything mixed up very well and the seasonings are coating all of the potatoes, then I'm going to go ahead and add some chicken broth. You can use any kind of broth. It's just that I was using chicken broth for this. I usually use chicken or veggie broth kind of interchangeably, but I just had the chicken broth, so I went ahead and used that in this. And then you want to have enough liquid that it's going to create a nice curry-like consistency, but you don't want it to be watery. And you don't want it to be too thick because otherwise it will stick to the bottom when you cook it. So it should look like about this consistency. I think I used about half of the container, maybe a little bit less than half, maybe like 1/3 of this chicken broth in my dish. And then I'm just going to mix it a little bit again just to make sure that there's nothing stuck onto the bottom of the Instant Pot. Once you add that liquid, you can kind of deglaze the bottom of the Instant Pot so nothing sticks. And then we are just going to pop a lid on our Instant Pot, and then we'll set the cook time on high pressure for 10 minutes. Okay guys, so I just took the lid off and it's a little steamy, so I'm going to try not to get the camera all steamed up. Boy, does that look good. Do you see that nice, delicious gravy down in there? It smells so good. There's no way this can be bad. I'm going to serve this over rice for my husband, but I'm just eating it by itself to watch my carbs. All right, you guys, so it is time to do a little bit of a taste test. But this smells amazing, so there is no way that this is not going to taste good. It's very hot. Oh my Lord. The chicken is so tender. Mm. And the potatoes just soak up that sauce. This is very spicy. If you cannot handle spices, leave the jalapeno out. This is perfect. We are going to love this. My husband is Mexican. He's going to be all over this. And I really enjoy this too. This was an accident, but I would definitely do this again intentionally. Okay, you all, so I have changed my clothes and my husband is home and we are about to have our dinner. So I will see you guys all on the next video. Bye.